talk a little bit about recall, a cue to call your dog to come to you. You can use multiple cues. You can have sounds like or or come or here or whatever, however you call your dog. But you want to have one main cue for an emergency. For instance, I use the word here, right? That's an emergency, so I don't take that for granted. I try not to use it if I don't have to, and if I am using it, I am rewarding my dog all the time for that word. Every time I say my dog's name and I say here, I make sure that I have food and I reward her. So that's my emergency cue. Now if you want to have a different word because it's not an emergency, or you want to get your dog to come to you, you can either make a noise, clap your hands, pat, pat your legs, whatever, just to get your dog to come. Yeah, reward them for coming, but you don't want to use the main word, which is the emergency word. And you don't want to throw that word around, because then if you need it in an emergency, it's going to be watered down. So if you want to call your dog for anything else, just use other words like come or honey, come. And trust me, your dog's gonna come. Just make sure you reward those cues. So like that, when your dog hears the whistle, he comes. When your dog hears come, he comes, right? When your dog hears his name, he pays attention to you, he turns to you and come. Like I use the emergency word, as you're gonna see in this little clip. I use the emergency word here, and she comes flying to me because she knows she's gonna get rewarded. Honey, here! So make sure that you don't call your dog to punish him, to put him in the crate, to end the fun in the dog park, to do something that the dog sees as like punishment or unpleasant, right? You want to always call your dog for something pleasant. Maybe you can practice when you're about to feed your dog. Maybe you want to call your dog when it's time to feed. Say your dog's name and feed him. Say, give him a treat. So make sure you don't water down the emergency cue for coming, because that's going to be one of the most important cues that you ever teach your dog, is to come to you when you call them. And that's how you can train your dog to be off leash and have a reliable off leash dog if your dog comes to you when you call them. Thanks for watching.